when it comes. They'll be voting Raving Loony when it comes. They'll be voting Raving Loony, voting Raving Loony, voting Raving Loony.
I think that last election, I saw,
yes.
I saw you on TV, you were up there with him.
Yeah, there's David Cameron.
And,
a wonderful photograph.
Did you hang about in the green room with him afterwards?
Yes, yeah. We had a few natters, a few talks, and in fact, I remember saying to him at the time, you haven't won the election outright, so technically, I suppose Gordon Brown is still a Prime Minister if he wants to be. Well, if he wants to be, don't argue with him. Let him carry on for another 3 months, and he'll make it even worse for himself than what he's done now. And he said, yes, there's something in that, I suppose. But there you are. He went ahead and formed a coalition. But I was there. There we are.
Lovely.
There's proof. Whitney, general election 2010. Myself and David Cameron. Lots of people ask me about when is the next general election going to be, or when. No, they don't actually say that. When are you standing again? And I generally say, well, I don't know, because when is the next general election going to be? They said it might be pretty soon, because it was a hung parliament, but it seems they've sorted that out, and it might go its 5 years. So it might do, but then again, who knows? At the moment, what might happen if they fall out? I think there's a bit of falling out going on at the moment. So I read the newspaper, if you can believe the newspaper. But it doesn't have to be the next general election when we stand. There could be a by-election.
Yeah, that's true.
And by-election, of course, is caused by, unfortunately, an MP might die, or somebody gets himself into a bit of sleaze and has to resign. And that's when the by-elections come along. We find the by-elections are much better than the general elections for us, because the general elections we have 20. This year we had 27 candidates up and down the country. But then you've got 27 candidates standing in 27 constituencies. We don't really get together. But when there's a by-election, a one-off, we can all get together.
Yeah.
And it's good fun that way. Now, to bring you more up to date with what's actually going on with the Monster Raving Loony Party now, I've mentioned the conference, but of the 27 of us who stood, there's one particular man who stood in Beaconsfield, called Colin Dale, who actually still runs the Radio Sutch. Yes, that's still, Radio Sutch is still going. Now, anybody who doesn't know, Radio Sutch was a pirate radio station which started out in the Thames estuary on one of the Martello Towers. But, he stood in Beaconsfield for the Monster Raving Loony Party, Colin Dale, promoting Radio Sutch, and he got 800 odd votes. He got more than the rest of us. None of us actually won a seat. None of us has ever retained their deposit. Apart from myself being a town councillor in Devon and being a town mayor, there are one or two in the past years who have got a local council, I must admit. But our most recent achievement is me, myself, here in Fleet. I am a town councillor in Fleet at this moment. For the Monster Raving Loony Party, yes.
That's great.
And I think they looked at it a bit askance in the beginning, as they did in Devon. Actually, they looked at it a bit askance.
Was this unopposed again, or was you voted in?
Sorry?
We actually voted.
No, unopposed again. There was. I think there were 13 people for 19 seats or something like that. So all 13 of us got on board, got unopposed. That's beside the point. I'm a town councillor for the Monster Raving Loony Party. You can't say I'm not, because I am.
I'm looking forward to being there.
If it happens again. If it happens again. In fact, when I left Ashburton, you know, they saw the good of it after a while. After 13 years, I think that's why they made me the town mayor. They realised that I was the town's tourist attraction. and when I left Ashburton's, you know, they rewrote the history book and put me in it.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how they should.
Yeah. So you look at on the 5 pages of all the worthies that live there, right back from people from 1400 this and the other. The very last one is myself. Oh, this is your dog, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We do have a section on our web page for pets to join the party.
There you go. Do you have to interview him first? You have to vet him.
Yeah. Come up and be vetted.
What's this, Paul? That food?
You look a bit like Nipper
You don't like
on the HMV ad, the HMV gramophone
Yeah,
label.
that's it. Come on, boy. Good boy. What's that?
Yes, you can go on holiday now. You have a passport, can't you? You can go all the way to Dogmersfield or Barking or something like that.
Well, Alan, that's been absolutely fascinating, really.
Yeah, Keith, yeah, well done.
I liked all the music.
Yeah, thanks for taking that interest. And
It's probably a pleasure to meet you again.